Imagine you wake up one morning and find out that your internet service provider has been hacked and your personal data has been exposed to cyber criminals. Your username, password, contact information, date of birth, and even your secret questions and answers are all compromised. You are not alone. You are one of the 35.9 million customers of Comcast's Xfinity who have been affected by this massive data breach. How did this happen? Who is behind this attack? And what can you do to protect yourself? In this video, we will explore the details of the Comcast Xfinity hack, one of the biggest cybersecurity incidents of 2023. Comcast is the largest cable operator in the US, providing internet, TV, phone, and home security services to millions of customers under its Xfinity brand. Comcast was founded in 1963 as a single-system cable operator in Tupelo, Mississippi, and has since grown to become a global media and technology company with over 200,000 employees and $113.6 billion in revenue in 2022. Xfinity is Comcast's flagship brand, launched in 2010, offering a range of products and services such as Xfinity Internet, Xfinity TV, Xfinity Voice, Xfinity Home, Xfinity Mobile, and Xfinity XFi. Xfinity has over 35.9 million customers in the US, making it the largest provider of cable internet access in the country, with a market share of 45.4% as of September 2023. On Monday, December 18th, 2023, Comcast began notifying customers of a hack that occurred in October, affecting as many as 35.9 million Xfinity customers. According to Comcast's notice to customers, on October 10th, 2023, one of Xfinity's software providers, cloud computing provider Citrix, announced a vulnerability in one of its products used by Xfinity. This vulnerability, known as CVE 2023-19781, was a directory traversal flaw that allowed attackers to execute arbitrary code on Citrix servers by sending specially crafted HTTP requests. This vulnerability affected several Citrix products, such as Citrix Application Delivery Controller, Citrix Gateway, and Citrix SD-WAN WAN-OP. Citrix estimated that over 80,000 organizations in 158 countries were potentially at risk. Comcast said it promptly patched and mitigated their systems, but subsequently discovered that between October 16th to 19, 2023, there was unauthorized access to some of their internal systems that they concluded was a result of this vulnerability. On December 6th, Comcast said it concluded that the information included usernames and hashed passwords. For some Xfinity customers, other information was compromised, such as names, contact information, the last 4 digits of social security numbers, dates of birth, and secret questions and answers. Comcast said, "Our data analysis is continuing, and we will provide additional notices as appropriate." The hackers who breached Comcast systems have not been identified yet, but some experts suspect that they may be linked to a notorious cybercrime group known as REvil. REvil, also known as Sodinokibi, is a ransomware gang that has been responsible for several high-profile attacks in the past, such as the Colonial Pipeline hack, the JBS Meatpacking hack, and the Kaseya hack. REvil typically encrypts the data of its victims and demands a ransom for the decryption key, or threatens to leak the data online if the ransom is not paid. In some cases, REvil also sells the stolen data to other hackers or criminals on the dark web. REvil is not the only ransomware gang that poses a threat to the cybersecurity of individuals and organizations. There are many other ransomware groups that operate in a similar manner, such as DarkSide, Conti, or Ryuk. DarkSide was behind the attack on Colonial Pipeline, the largest fuel pipeline in the US, that disrupted the supply of gasoline and jet fuel for several days in May 2023. Conti was behind the attack on Ireland's health service that crippled the country's healthcare system and forced the cancellation of thousands of appointments and surgeries in June 2023. Ryuk was behind the attack on Universal Health Services, one of the largest hospital chains in the US, that affected the operations of over 400 facilities and put the lives of patients at risk in September 2022. These ransomware gangs are often based in countries that are either unwilling or unable to cooperate with international law enforcement, such as Russia, China, or Iran. They use sophisticated encryption techniques, stealthy communication channels, and cryptocurrency payments to evade detection and prosecution. They also target vulnerable sectors, such as healthcare, energy, or education, that are more likely to pay the ransom or have sensitive data that can be exploited. They also use social engineering tactics, such as phishing emails or fake software updates, to trick their victims into opening malicious attachments or clicking on malicious links. The potential consequences for the affected customers of the Comcast Xfinity hack are severe. The hackers could use the stolen data to launch phishing attacks, identity theft, fraud, blackmail, or other malicious activities. The hackers could also try to crack the hashed passwords, which are scrambled versions of the original passwords using brute force methods or dictionary attacks. If the customers use the same passwords for other accounts, such as email, banking, or social media, the hackers could gain access to those accounts as well. Comcast has taken some steps to mitigate the impact of the hack and protect its customers. The cable giant is proactively asking customers to reset their passwords and said it strongly encourages you to enroll in two-factor or multi-factor authentication. Two-factor or multi-factor authentication is a security feature that requires an additional verification step, such as a code sent to your phone or email, or a biometric scan to log into your account. This adds an extra layer of protection in case your password is compromised. Comcast also said it is working with law enforcement and cybersecurity experts to investigate the incident and prevent future attacks. However, some customers are not satisfied with Comcast's response and are considering legal action against the company. A class action lawsuit has been filed in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania, alleging that Comcast failed to protect the personal data of its customers and violated several federal and state laws, such as the Cable Communications Policy Act, the Stored Communications Act, and the Pennsylvania Unfair Trade Practices and Consumer Protection Law. The lawsuit seeks unspecified damages and injunctive relief for the plaintiffs and the class members. The Comcast Xfinity hack is a reminder of the importance of cybersecurity and the need to safeguard our personal data online. As consumers, we should always use strong and unique passwords for our accounts, enable two-factor or multi-factor authentication whenever possible, and be wary of phishing emails or suspicious links. We should also use a password manager, such as LastPass, Dashlane, or 1Password, to generate and store secure passwords for our accounts. We should also change our passwords regularly, especially if we suspect that they have been compromised or exposed. We should also avoid using public or unsecured Wi-Fi networks, such as those in cafes, hotels, or airports, to access our online accounts, as they may be vulnerable to hacking or snooping. The Comcast Xfinity hack is not the first, and certainly not the last, cyber attack that we will witness in this digital age. But we can learn from it and take steps to reduce the risks and the damages. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to Tech Pulse Pro and hit the bell icon to get notified of our latest uploads. Tech Pulse Pro is your source for the latest news, reviews, and insights on technology, gadgets, and cybersecurity. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and until next time, stay safe and stay connected.